I've been in the MSP industry. This is my third week. I had some onboarding weeks back home, some time to study, and then I jumped into the deep end here. Yeah, I first heard about Chartech Sales Lab from my company, Stanley Systems in Oklahoma. My trainer, my boss has been through the program before. Some of my coworkers have, so that's how I got introduced to it. My first impression of Sales Lab was it was different. Right off the bat, my trainers were not like everybody else. They'd say things others wouldn't say. They'd do things others wouldn't do, and it really tore back the veil on what I thought training would be. The first thing that clicked for me was just kind of flipping the script. Everywhere else taught me to look for problems and then just quickly go into the solution. And by habit, I would go into solutions too quickly because I was so excited. But it really flipped things upside down for me when they said, okay, through steps, 1 through 9 or whatnot, just really sit on the problem, dig into it, find the implications. And then by the end, then you can go over the solution. The pacing was the biggest thing for me. I was unfamiliar with that. Nick Points was an excellent trainer. He's definitely a great communicator and speaker. For me, it's very helpful to watch other people perform their craft. Even watching, stand-up comedians, watching trainers, anyone that's good at what they do, it's great to watch them do their thing, and then you can learn from what they tell you, but I learned a lot just from watching how they perform. So I learned a lot from him just by watching. Josh was a great trainer. I spent a lot more time one-on-one with him, and he's certainly able to get in your face and tell you what you need to do, but he's also able to keep things light and joke around with you. I think they complement each other well, because I think Josh, for me, was able to push me and get more out of me, and then Nick was able to kind of inspire me in a way. Nick is a communicator that you want to be like. He's got a bit of a softer approach, and in the lectures, he's the one doing the presenting. He's the videos I watch, so you want to be like him. And then Josh is the one that pushes you by saying, hey, you can do more. There's more to you than this. You can find more in yourself. Honestly, my favorite experience was presenting. In my sales history, I've always had kind of quick deals. I've worked for companies where they were the cheapest in the market and they leaned on that. They didn't pressure you too hard to actually form a proper product or presentation. So the biggest thing for me was just stepping in front of some strangers or some virtual strangers. And I've never given a presentation longer than 8 minutes before. I've never done any public speaking for more than 5 or 6 minutes. So getting to speak for an hour in front of people that can critique how I communicate and tell me ways I can, grow and learn, that was important to me. Like I said, I've done sales before, but I always felt like I was kind of just figuring out what to do, figuring out the products, and I'm very excited to get back home and work on ways to make folks curious. And one of my favorite quotes from the week was, you can't force the horses to come to the pond, you've got to make them thirsty. So I'm excited to go home, make some people thirsty, and get some business. I'd say just to come and do it. For me, I learned by getting my hands on things. The videos were great, and I learned a lot from watching them, but when I came here, I thought in my head, okay, I can go do that presentation, I can go talk through some of that, but getting to actually practice it and do it and be recorded and have people critique it, that's where you learn. It's a lab is a safe environment. You get to go actually do physical things and get your hands dirty, and I just learned that way. So if you're on the fence about coming, you can only learn so much from a screen or from watching people. You've got to come do it, and you can do it at Sales Lab.